I've got a lot of flack on my Instagram for like talking about like the lease owner operator pay and stuff like that. And a lot of people was coming at me like you ain't doing it right. Then I'm like, bro, I'm a company driver. Like I'm just doing the research on what people be saying. So like, but I do want to get my own truck though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a company driver forever, but I feel like when you are doing, if you're doing owner operator, if you're gonna lease, if you're gonna do drive-in, I feel like you should have either not necessarily lease to like one of the mega carriers or whatever, because they be kind of BSing. But if you just find a good company or whatever to lease onto, or at least to get the loads from or whatever, and then have your endorsements and just know your lanes for real. Like I feel like in drive-in, if you just know your lanes and know, you know what I'm saying, you can get, you know what I'm saying, good percentage of the loads and stuff like that. If you're not doing under your own authority or whatever, then I feel like it can work for you. But I feel like owner op and trucking mainly should be more like, well, where the real money is like specialized trucking. So like how my previous videos I say like look where the world is going and stuff like that. Like if you're doing flatbed or like heavy haul or something like that, construction and building is like always going to be needed in America. Like the industrial isn't going nowhere. Like construction ain't going nowhere. Like it might be a slow period, and you know what I'm saying, if it's raining or when it's cold or whatever, like it usually be booming in the summer and stuff like that. But like with this AI and stuff that's going out, I mean they do have some drive van loads where they do haul some like construction material and stuff like that. But a lot of that stuff is coming on the heavy haul and the flatbed, you know what I'm saying, industry of the trucking or sector of the trucking. So me getting my truck, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be doing flatbed, but right now I'm doing dry van to get my year experience, and then I'm gonna go over to a company that does like step deck and heavy haul and stuff like that, so I can learn how to do it before I, you know what I'm saying, get my own truck. But when you when you are gonna do your own thing in the industry or in the business, I feel like you should see like what in that where in that industry is the money and where is the longevity. So when I say longevity, like with the data center build outs and stuff like that, like in my previous video that I posted, I was talking about how if I was talking to someone who was like 18 to mid 20s, I would tell them like don't rush to go to college, like get the trades first, because by 2030 the AI is going to be booming. So if you got plumbing, HVAC, especially electrician and plumbing, you're going to be golden. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to be golden. But I've always been like a forward thinking, so I always think like where can I put my money for the future. So like me investing in stocks like that, I already know like the tech stocks and stuff like that, where to invest. You know what I'm saying, like Nvidia, AVGO, Microsoft, and Google for like the OG companies. But then you got like A Labs, you got Marvell. You know what I'm saying, certain companies like that and stuff. And when it comes to AI, like there needs to be a build out. So the industrial stocks like STRL, Cat, you know what I'm saying, Caterpillar, UR, you know what I'm saying, United Rentals and stuff like that. Those companies are going to be the companies that's going to be benefiting from the build out of the actual data center, the infrastructures and stuff like that. So with me looking at it where I can put my money for investing in the stocks and stuff like that, now I can look at it as okay, well, if I'm doing trucking, where can I get my money at with where can I get my money at with trucking? So I could do specialized flatbed, and that could be the data center build outs, and I'll be hauling the construction material. So that's still putting my money where the world is going and where the world is going into like the data center build outs and stuff like that. So and then also y'all know that also you know what I'm saying, in my previous videos you know that I'm studying the tax code while I'm on the road as well. So not only do I want to know, you know what I'm saying, the back, I'm saying not only do I want to know how the trucking industry, where the world is going, I also want to know, you know what I'm saying, how to read a balance sheet, how to read. I mean, I can read a balance sheet of a company and stuff like that because investing, fundamental investing and stuff like that. But regardless, like how to read P&L, how to, you know what I'm saying, how are these, how does the taxes work? Because everybody's gonna need taxes. So, you know what I'm saying, when I'm transitioning out of trucking, to me, I'm thinking like, all right, well, I need another skill. So, you know what I'm saying, if I studying the tax code and then I'm studying, and then, you know what I'm saying, I transition into being a broker. So now I can, you know what I'm saying, have my own assets as the trucks. And then now I know the tax side. So now I know that, you know what I'm saying, talking to a CPA or talking to an accountant, they can't, you know what I'm saying, they can't not necessarily screw me over, but they're not going to be talking a foreign language to me. So, you know what I'm saying, learning. So when I talk about the lease owner operators and they say they like made 6,000 in a week, they're not telling you that when you're self-employed, you know what I'm saying, you have to pay, your taxes don't come out. So yeah, you may make 6,000 a week, but you still have to contribute to an IRA or a self-employment or self-employed retirement account. Because in order, everybody talks about saving on taxes, but you have to spend money to save on taxes. You can't, you know what I'm saying, you don't, if you spend 50,000 on business expenses, you don't reduce your taxes by $50,000. It doesn't work like that. A lot of people don't know that. They just think you can just write everything off, but that's not how it works. So me being a trucker and understanding that, a lot of people be like, well, a lot of people on Instagram came at me, was like, you don't know what you're doing, da da da. You need to get with the right company. I'm like, bro, I'm a company driver. I'm not a 1099. I'm just studying the tax code while I'm trucking. So y'all coming at me, but I'm like, bro, I'm studying it. So like, I know you made 6,000 a week, but that's not all yours because you still have your personal income, your personal bills you have to pay, and you still got to pay. You still got to set aside money for taxes, and you still got to make contributions to retirement accounts and stuff like that. So all that's not yours. So even if you showing me that, it don't matter because I'm studying it. So what are you talking about? So